back to the Truck Driver Sean YouTube channel. Well, today we're getting doomy and death metally and stoner rocky. All things I don't know how to play. Yes, mate. Alright, so here we go. The Litch by the good folks over at AIB Custom Effects. They are out of France. Massive shout out to Shay over at This Heavy Earth for lending me his pedals. This is something that's kind of awesome. He builds This Heavy Earth pedals, which are fantastic. And he supports this guy, a friend of his, right? So he has pedals by a different builder. I love it when I see builders do that. Park from PCB Pedals is famous for doing it. Another one is Jordan Gale from Highwind Amplification. They all like to play with the toys. They like to build the toys. You can't really beat that, you know? And it's small builders, man. You know, the quality's better. The cool factor is definitely outweighing anything that the bigger companies are doing. And this pedal right here, you can do awesome stuff with it without feeling like you have a bucket of douche dropping off your chin like you would if it said Does It Doom on it. Yeah, nothing against the Does It Doom guy. He owns that platform. He's got it figured out, but the guy is just douchey as fuck. He's literally the only person in the whole Doom world that I've ever asked a question of that's just been a dickhead. But I get it. You know, he probably either afraid someone's going to step on his toes, or he's afraid someone's going to try to take advantage of him. It could be anything. I mean, he kind of has a little corner that's his. Other people do it, and they're very good at it. But he kind of runs that with not much challenge, right? And I don't want to be part of it. I mean, yeah, for real. Fuck FUZZ. But I love checking them out to see what they do. This pedal, tons of fun. Tons and tons and tons of fun. It's very musical, and that is what I want from HM2 and FUZZ and Octave FUZZ, stuff like that. I want it to be musical. I want it to have options. So that right there, single knob, one switch. The knob basically makes it louder. That's what it does. Down from that, it's more or less a volume. It doesn't really add much intensity. Once you get halfway, it just adds volume. Somewhat cleans up, actually. Then you have the switch, which is evil and vile. If it's up, it's in the evil position, which is your max gain, and it stays nice and tight, and it has long sustain. And then vile is like for your low gain amplifiers. You can use that to like boost your amp. And I'm going to show you examples of both of that, because you get a nice, clean, and precise octave up with this, and it's got low noise for what it is. It's still super noisy. If I didn't have a noise gate on, everything in here would squeal. But yeah, it's super cool. And look at the artwork, man. I've said this a million times. The Doom, Stoner, H2M guys, they get the best graphics. Us regular Overdrive guys, our shit's boring. My God. It's like, how do we get the short end of the stick? We buy clearly more pedals, or at least I thought we did. But then again, Doom people are known to pay a lot of money for some shit because someone said it was cool, like once. High as fuck in a video somewhere. This is fucking cool, Dad. And they all go out and buy it. But yeah, I'm going to say this is a sober man drinking fucking coffee. This is badass as fuck. I've had a good time with it. And if you watch my channel, you know I like to shit on these with no regret. And people send them to me because they want to see how bad I'm going to shit on their pedal. And sometimes you get something like this that is just phenomenal. All right, you have heard me talk long enough. So hey, I'm going to hook this up to the Rev G20. We're going to use the clean channel. And then we're going to turn on some low gain. And we're going to play around with it a little bit more with the vial. So we're going to start off on the evil. Again, the knob is just really for volume. So I'm leaving it at 50%. I'm not messing with it. I'm just going to play some riffs on the evil, on the clean channel, and then we'll put it on low gain, and we'll put it in the vial and see what we get. All right? Be right back, like in a jiffy. All right, everybody. So we are back. We got everything hooked up. So right now I'm on the clean channel of the Rev G20, and we have it in the evil, which is the high gain saturated option. So I'm going to show you the clean, and then we're going to slap this thing on and play a couple riffs. I'm going to add a little bit of dirty, put it down on the vial, play a couple riffs, and then just because I am who I am, we'll flip it up on the extra saturated stuff. And I'm sure it's going to squeal and sound like shit, but HM2, right? Here we go. All right, so now we're gonna kick on a little bit of gain. Shit, left the vocal mic up. Oops. Now we're gonna kick up a little bit of gain. So as you can tell, it takes on a whole different flavor. Very musical. I'm sorry I'm not good at this style of music. I'm not even good with the 7 strings. So I do what I can do, and fake what I can fake. Someone said just play something that's a little blues, a little rock and roll, and you'll nail it. I don't think I do a very good job, so it is what it is. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to put it on the heavy, high gain saturation with the gain on the G2. And yeah, this is probably going to sound like shit, but we're here to see what the pedal will do. We're going to see what the pedal will do. All right, here we go. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm not into that type of music. I'm not even into that type of sound. But it's musical. It is fun. I'm so glad I got to try these out. And I feel bad for companies like AIB because I sometimes I want to buy pedals, but I know deep down inside I'm just not going to use them. And obviously, not being a professional YouTuber, I can't really, you know, afford just to buy pedals to use them once and then hope I can sell them and get back some of my profit. You know, I'd rather just borrow stuff, which sucks for builders like that because this is a phenomenal pedal. And if you're into like the doom and the crusty stuff, this is up your alley. I mean, it literally makes your amp sound like shit, and that's kind of what those guys want. But it sounds like shit in a glorious way. I don't mean that in a bad way. And it's musical. Not too often you get like an octave fuzz that's musical. Usually it's just, I don't know, it's a hot fucking mess. And this is actually really, really good. So anyway, again, huge thanks to Shay at This Heavy Earth for lending me his AIB pedals. And huge thanks to Shay for supporting other builders. And for all you builders out there that support other builders, good on you, man. There's enough people out there that's so stuck on their own shit that I don't know. I don't know how you can say like you're good at your craft and you enjoy your craft if you're only testing stuff that you build. You're not playing the actual stuff you say you're actually doing for a living. How do you not do that? It'd be like being a race car driver and they come out with this new engine that's so fucking good, but you're like, you know what, I make this engine, this is the only engine I'm gonna drive, and then your ass keeps getting beaten to snot because this other engine's so goddamn good. Instead of going, okay, maybe I need to, you know, become a little more versed where things are going, and by doing that you kind of have to play other people's stuff because there's people that grow and people that are good at what they do, and like anything else, if you're really good at something, usually you stick to it. It doesn't matter whether it's knitting, making guitar pedals, making guitars, making t-shirts, making dildos for your mom. Whatever it is. If you're good at it, you stick to it. Because when you're learning, you're not earning. That's kind of the way it is. You know, we're living in a society now where the paycheck outweighs any kind of awesomeness you get from your craft. They've literally sucked the joy out of it. You know, there's some guys that they're doing so good they can't help but to enjoy themselves because they have a bunch of worker beavers doing all the work for them. But these small-time builders, they're doing it all themselves, but they have like real fucking jobs. Like they're working in actual careers that would blow your mind what they do for work. And they're pushing the limits of stuff. You know, like, you know, none for nothing. Pedals like this, you can get them from other companies. They're going to charge you like $250 to $300 for it. U.S. currency. These, $175, man. You know, and it's literally one of the best octave fuzzes I've ever played. It's so good. This one and the Adventure pedal by FUZZ are probably the two best I've ever played. And you can put it down on paper that I said that. They're just been fantastic. They did a really good job. And none for nothing. He's got sick graphics. The pedal's musical. I don't know what else to say about it. Like I have no dog in this fight. I mean, I'm not being paid to talk about it. I literally borrowed the pedal off another person who actually builds a lot of the pedals I use. He is a friend, but this isn't his company. I could easily shit on this if I wanted to be like, fuck this thing sucks. But it doesn't. I mean, obviously, the video would be as long as if I wasn't enjoying playing, I wouldn't be playing. I'm not going to sit here and play just to struggle, get on the struggle bus and make it through a video. No. You see a 7-minute video from me on a piece of gear, it probably means I didn't like it. I enjoy playing. And this makes you just want to keep playing, and I don't even know that style from a hole in the wall. But I find stuff that just sounds good to my ear, and I just go with it. And yeah, some of the things I try is a total miss. And I try not to laugh at myself while I'm on film because sometimes I fall off the stool and laughing at myself so bad. Like when I'm just dicking around. Because I really don't know what I'm doing with this stuff. But yeah, anyway, from someone who doesn't use this type of pedal for anything in my life, I'm going to say it's fun. It's a ton of fun. And if you're a guy like me that just sits in a room and plays guitar, and you want to have fun, you just want things to sound nasty, and you just want to make weird noises and have a good time, definitely check it out. This is called the Litch. It is by AIB Custom Effects out of France. Yeah. It is phenomenal. I ain't gonna lie. I really like that thing. It's so good. Alright. Please subscribe to this lovely shit show I call a YouTube channel. And keep music evil. Bring metal to the children. And hey, seriously, don't be a dick. Subscribe to my shit. And I'll catch you in the next video. Later.